Oh my God. First of all, thank you so much for doing this. I'm so happy we were connected. And honestly, me and my producer, we both like love your music. So
Oh, thank you. That's so nice.
like no joke, like your Brooklyn song is amazing.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I need to record the thing for you, which I will do. I was starting to do it today and I'll finish it because I got distracted by a million things today.
It's okay. It's okay. Life gets in the way. Are you drinking wine?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's dinner time. It's wine time. Saturday.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I just want to say one thing is that you just released your first debut album, Failures, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I released it in June on 6131, and to be honest with you, we kind of, it's kind of been like a weird whirlwind, because I say a whirlwind, but like in terms of that, we didn't really know what to expect going in, and I didn't really have any kind of like dreams or hopes or expectations. I just sort of made it, and luckily they wanted to put it out, and I hadn't even really like sent it to many people at all at that point. Yeah, and then it went really well, and like we've just about sold out already, and it like charted and everything, and got loads of stuff I would never have dreamed of it getting, like press wise and stuff like that. So I was really, really taken aback, and really, yeah, it's been nice. It's been lovely.
Well, I mean, I'm such a big fan, and I'm so happy to like be connected with you. Let me ask you this: do you have the Telecaster with you right now?
Yeah, it's in its case, but it's just here. Oh no, it's not in its case. That's the other one. Hang on, I've got two.
Show it.
That's it there.
Oh,
It's really beat up. I've had this since I was 18. And I bought it from a guy who was in a band called Cooper Temple Claws, and they were quite big in Britain for a while. They were like a really weird punk indie crossover band, and that guitar has been really thrown around before I got hold of it.
what was the name of that band?
Cooper Temple Claws.
I can't wait to look them up. But welcome to Bothering the Band. We just ask our favorite musicians really stupid questions. So
cool.
get ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. I have to say that again, I'm a huge fan. You've opened up for some huge like bands that I love, Julien Baker, Jenny Lewis, Dawes, like that's huge. And you're blowing up, so congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Man, I really want to go change into overalls right now. I have some dope overalls that I want to.
I'm all about the overalls at the moment. They're so comfy for like lockdown situation, because you just don't have any restriction around the waist, and like you can splash stuff and it's fine. They're great. I'm a massive advocate.
So again, man, I wish I would have got the overall memo. For everyone listening, Katie's wearing overalls. I love overalls, but they're very tough to go to the bathroom in.
Yeah, especially if you're in a venue and the floor is disgusting, and you're like, you got to not put this bit on the floor, or this is going to be here.
You got to kind of hold them while you're holding them, you know?
Exactly. And that is a tough, especially at festival. Festival's a great place to wear. We call them dungarees here. I kind of thought you called them the same, but I guess not, which is a more fun name, isn't it?
We call them overalls because they go over.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have you here, and thank you so much for taking the time to do our dumb new podcast. It's Bothering the Band.
Oh, how's it going since you started?
We're shucking and jiving. We're doing great. Do you have any questions for me?
Whereabouts do you live?
I am currently in Florida, but I'm from New York.
Right, yeah, because you don't have a Florida accent. Because Sean at 6131, he has a sort of Florida accent, which is the only person I know from there, and he pronounces his O's differently, I think, to how you're pronouncing them. And that's the only thing I can pick up on.
Can you do me a favor? Do an impression of my O's.
Do an impression of my O's.
You don't have to do that. I did wear a British band shirt for you
I
today.
noticed. Yeah, are you a big fan?
Of course, absolutely. I grew up a ska punk kid, and like, I was trying to wear a Morrissey shirt for you, but I couldn't find it.
Morrissey is such a big deal in the States, and over here he's kind of a loser now. But like, I feel like people still really hold him in high regard there. But it's only because he says loads of mad stuff now.
Well, then I'm so happy I wore the special shirt. All right, I'm ready if you're ready.
I'm ready.
What's the last thing you failed at?
I had a job interview that I didn't get the job for, and I had COVID when I had the interview. And there was I put up a screenshot of the Zoom interview the other day on Instagram, actually, because I look so unwell. I look like a Victorian ghost, like with the combination of my smart outfit for the interview and just how white I look, and like the red, you can see like the red all in my eyes. And they asked me a question that I did not know the answer to. It was a really weird question. And I was just sat there like, right, yeah. And I just looked so perplexed in this photo. And I looked so ill. Like, and I put up a picture yesterday, just normal, like I'm well now. And just the contrast between these two pictures next to each other, it's like, why did I do that interview? I had to give this big presentation and everything. Why did I do that while I was so sick? I was just like, I'll be fine, it'll be fine. But I was like at death's door trying to do that interview. I did not get the job.
How long ago was this?
That was like November time. I'm sure I've failed at tons of stuff since then, but that's the one big one that's come to mind.
So you actually had COVID?
Yeah, really bad. I was really ill.
What I was going to ask, what were your symptoms?
For me, I didn't have any of the symptoms that they tout as the main ones, i.e. like coughing and well, actually I did. Sorry, I completely lost taste and smell. Like I couldn't, it was the weirdest thing. Like I could smell air and it smelled a little metallic, but I couldn't smell anything. And I could go into the bin, like the garbage room in the flats where I live, and and it stinks in there. And I could just walk in and out, I could smell anything. And I only wanted to eat McDonald's. I didn't want any other food. And just fries as well, just McDonald's fries. I didn't care about anything else. And I used to just order for lunch and dinner, like 2 massive boxes of French fries from McDonald's and just sit there eating them. And all I could taste was like the grease and the salt. I couldn't taste the potato at all. And I had like, I was really breathless and really tired, but I was like really shallow breathing, and it's kind of been really tough to get back to singing since having it. Like holding long notes and stuff has like been a new challenge. And I'm quite into like doing exercise and stuff, but I could for ages, like I tried to do a workout or something, and I'll just be like breathing like I was about to keel over, you know what I mean? Those were my symptoms mainly, but yeah, the fatigue was next level, like sleep for 24 hours at a time and stuff, like never, like just a full on. I basically slept for the entirety of November.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so happy you seem to be better. So that
I'm much better. In fact, like I feel like I thought I was fully recovered by Christmas, and now I look back at Christmas and at how I feel now, I realized there was still symptoms lingering, you know what I mean? Like I was still getting over it a little bit. and I was still feeling quite breathless, and like it feels like you've got a hot potato sitting in your lungs. Like all this feels just really hot and tight, and like loads of pressure behind your sinuses and stuff. Those were the sorts of things I had, which are not really, they don't really talk about that when they say to look out for these symptoms. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because
Wow, I'm so happy you seem to be doing better. So
I'm fine now.
have you been singing at all? Like,
I have today, yeah. Like, even the start of this year, I was doing some recording in a studio space and so I had rented the studio space and stuff to like do this thing I'm going to put out soon, hopefully. And the vocal takes were just so bad because I just couldn't like sustain the note the way that I used to be able to before COVID. Like I couldn't sing for a long period of time, like one long note. And that I realized quite a lot of the songs. Brooklyn's a really good example. Brooklyn's a song where there's long drawn out notes all through the verse, and those are impossible. So that was couple of weeks ago, and I just had another go just at home today because I've got a new setup here now, so that I don't have to rent out a studio space, because it seemed like a smart idea, seeing as we don't seem to be coming out of lockdown anytime soon. And I got these mics and stuff, so I've been trying to do it today, and today it was miles apart, like so much better than a couple of weeks ago. So I guess I'm still a little bit recovering, but I think I'm fully there now. I think I'm 100% now.
have you been doing any like breathing exercises or anything like that?
No, I probably should. That would be helpful. Maybe I should.
Try it. I do it in the morning, and I do stretches and breathing exercises in the morning. It helps. So
Yeah, maybe yoga would help for that.
in through the nose, out through the mouth, that type of thing.
Yeah, that was the thing they do in yoga, piranha breathing. They do it with like you do it with your fingers. Yeah.
It's a terrible segue, so I'm sorry. If you owned a pet store in Brooklyn, what would you call it?
Oh God, I'm not quick enough for these questions. I'm trying to think of areas of Brooklyn that I know the name of, and there's very few. I can't think of anything clever for this. I guess because I can't think of anything, I just call it Malco Loves Pets.
I love it. I love it. I'm writing it down.
Which has because you specified Brooklyn, so I feel like there could have been something in that. Maybe something about Dumbo, and there's Dumbo the elephant, but then no one's got an elephant as a pet, so that doesn't work. Anyway, I can't think of anything.
Elephant Pets. That's what it's called.
Okay.
What did you get for Christmas?
Oh, I want to show you, but it's in the other room. It's really funny.
Show us. Go get it.
I have a cat called Morag, and she's around here somewhere. I'll just get it. It'll take me 2 seconds. Right, Morag's asleep out in the living room there, but my friend got me this. That's Morag. So for those listening, it is a picture of Morag painted onto like a Victorian-y kind of outfit, and she's got a ruff and like, oh, what would you even call this? Like,
It's a Victorian finery.
yeah, maybe. Oh, I think this is older than Victorian. This is probably Tudor, actually. Victoria. This is way older than Victorian. This outfit.
I love it. I have something similar with like a giraffe. So.
Do you know the giraffe?
No, I don't have a giraffe, but
That's a shame.
what if I just had a giraffe that walked into the frame right now?
I'd be really happy to see that.
Yeah, but I have one, and he's like wearing it looks like a red coat uniform.
He's a soldier.
Yeah. This is based off your bio. In your opinion, what the hell is the zeitgeist of a generation lost?
Do you know what? When I saw when that review came out, I asked my friend what that meant. Genuinely. I was like, I think it means like capturing, and this is what they said. And then I was, oh, it's a compliment, then I'll put it in my bio. It means like capturing like the things that make us feel like the ups and downs, I suppose, of maybe my generation. I don't know. Of like, you know, how it feels to be this certain generation in the world right now, and like the feeling of being lost and stuff. Yeah, I suppose that's what it means. I think that's what it means. I actually don't know.
I think that was a brilliant answer, so thank you.
Oh, cool.
I don't even know if you're going to get this reference. Katie Holmes or Malcolm in the Middle?
Well, I loved Dawson's Creek when I was little, so Katie Holmes for sure. And I think I've based my entire personality on being Katie Holmes in Dawson's Creek. She would definitely wear overalls.
Do you know her name?
No, what is it? Fuck. Joey.
Yeah,
It didn't come to me then, but like, I don't know why. I think it was just because it was on the spot. I nearly called her Pacey. And I was like, no, that's not it.
I know my producer is laughing right now. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you for saying Joey.
Why?
Because I just watched like the first episode. It's on Hulu or Netflix, and it's intense. It's not only intense; it's real bad.
Yeah, it's really detailed. Like the episodes are so long, and I can't believe I used to sit there and watch that when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Like, and get through that and not be bored.
and they had great dialogue. I mean, it's a brilliantly written show, but it's like it's not. I'm like, this is not for teens. This is for grown-ups.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how old you are. I'm old, so like I watched it when it came out. You know, what's the biggest difference between Scotland and Northampton?
Well, Northampton is, you know, like, okay, I'll counter this by saying Northampton's got some really good people here trying to like do some really good community stuff, and you know they do really well, and there's some nice parts, but Northampton for the most part is a very like rundown industrial town, with old factories and that are like abandoned, with like, you know, the windows are all broken. There's like a really creepy mental institution up the road that's abandoned, that's like homeless people live in there, just like, and even though there's no windows or nothing, it just like looks like it's about to fall over. Scotland's really beautiful, man. And like that's the difference. I suppose there are parts of Scotland, there are loads of parts of Scotland that are like, you know, similarly run down and maybe a little rough, and you know, areas of poverty. Of course there are, but there's no mountains anywhere near here. Like we're on flat ground in Northampton. We're just looking out at like houses, town, like other towns, Daventry, Kettering, they're all the same as Northampton. Scotland, it's kind of broken up by some lovely scenery, you know what I mean? Especially where my family are from up there, where I was born in Fife. You know, it's not a dissimilar sort of place to Northampton, really. It's just a sort of rundown little town, but you know, it's also surrounded by like that is near the Firth of the Forth, which is a really beautiful river, and there's like lovely beaches and like big mountains nearby, and you can just travel an hour and go to like Loch Lomond and stuff like that. So whereas here Northampton is the furthest inland you can get in England. It's the furthest from any water you can get. So we're just towns around here. It's just towns and towns for a long time, traveling until you get north or south.
That makes sense. I am in Florida right now, and it's all shopping centers. That's all it is. It's just shopping plazas and, like McDonald's. Like that's all it
What else do you need? That's what I say about Northampton all the time. I'm like, well, what else do I need?
is. When's the last time you went to the mall and what did you buy?
I went today just to go to a place called Superdrug, which is like a pharmacy. That's it, because everything else is shut, but because of lockdown, I just went there to get some medicine that I needed, and I got a can of Diet Coke, which is empty here, that I drank, and I got some chocolate, which I ate from the pharmacy. That's what I got. That's such a boring answer. I'm sorry.
No, it's not at all. It's all, it shows you who you are. This is a funny question because I was going to ask you this anyways. How old are you?
How old do you think I am? That is such a asshole thing to ask you.
No, it's fine. And as a man, you're not supposed to, like, it's like a thing you don't ask women. But there's a follow-up question to this. I'm going to say conservatively 29.
That's a lovely thing to say. Thank you. I'm 34.
Oh, okay. The follow-up question is how old do you think you are in minutes?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like,
Are you good at math? I'm not.
I failed maths. And this is a perplexing question. Oh, like billions and zillions. I don't know. Like 35 zillion.
35 zillion minutes. That's what we're going to put in the bio. You answered this earlier. What's the name of your telecaster?
What I've named it, or the actual name?
No, what you've named it.
I've never named it, but I should have.
Name it.
Oh man. Oh, I'm going to name it right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it Garth.
Goth?
Garth.
Sorry.
like Garth, like Wayne and Garth. But not
Like Wayne and Garth. Oh my God. Why do you go by Katie Malco instead of your full name?
because since I was little, people have nicknamed me Malco, like they call me Malco all the time. I've never in my entire life introduced myself to anybody as Malco, yet all through life, all different corners, no, it doesn't matter if they know each other or not, people just decide to call me Malco as like a endearing nickname. And then because in the town I grew up in here, people thought that was my last, so people heard, me referred to as Malco, so they thought that was my actual last name, and then people would just call me K Malco, and so it stuck. And then it felt like, because when we were going to put the record out, like we were kind of like, oh, should we go under my actual name? And I was like, nah, it's like long and like it's a bit like, I don't know, I kind of like that it's an alter ego thing, and like maybe my full name is just for professional work or something, like, well, professional work, there's all kind of professional work, but just for like my boring work. You know what I mean? I like the separation.
I identify with that so much. I'm a poet, and I have to separate myself between my work and my poetic voice, and I think I got that, and that's why I asked. The only other thing I want to ask is, what's your favorite special song?
My favorite what?
Special song.
Oh, special song. I haven't gone that deep into like the specials back catalogue. I know the ones that we all know here that are played all the time here, like Ghost Town and wait, what's the other massive hit?
I think it's called a word that I can't say.
Right, because it's bad.
I think it's a word that I'm not allowed to say.
Oh man.
Little EITCH.
It might be that one. I don't know actually. I like Rudy a lot. It's nice on a summer's day. I hate Ghost Town. It's been played to death here throughout my entire life.
Do you like ska music?
I don't really know. Like I'm not like I don't like it, but I just don't know a lot of it.
Okay.
I had a band called Sponge that I used to like when I was a teenager, and I guess you call them. They were like pop punk ska. They weren't really. I'm not sure if they were from the States. I'm sure I saw them with like Less Than Jake or something like that. Like, I think they were part of that group. They never got as big as that. They were called Sponge, and they had a song called They must have been British because they had a song called Kicking Pigeons in the Park. Although you have pigeons.
Hold on 1 second. I'm looking this up, but also I have to tell you two things. There might be two Sponges, but kicking.
It was like kicking pigeons in the park.
Who does that though? Have you ever kicked a pigeon?
No, I think it's really bad that they were kicking pigeons in the park. It's a fun song though.
I can't believe you mentioned Less Than Jake.
Everyone loved Less Than Jake. Everyone loved them.
I'm so geeking out. Like I love it. I know that's so great that you said that. The other thing, two things I would like for you to do is please plug whatever you're working on, plug whatever you want to do, whatever is in your heart's desire.
Well, next month I'm releasing a cover. I guess I could say it's like a cover of a Kate Bush song that I love. I feel like Kate Bush isn't as big over there, but she's like, you know, a really monumental cult icon here, and she has a song called Cloud Busting that I love.
I love that song.
Oh, I love that song so much. So I'm putting out a cover that I've written, that I've recorded of that next month.
Well, promote Failures too, because that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, obviously. And I have an album called Failures that is out now, and it's nearly sold out of vinyl. So, well, I mean, we'll repress it at some point, but obviously, like, there's only a few left. I think in the States now, there's only a few left. But that's out on 6131 Records.
Is that something I can buy online? I
think so. I think you can get it from their store or like in select indie stores over there. I think if you could just search it, it was probably going to come up. But yeah, it's down. We're down to our last few copies of vinyl now. But it's on DSP. It's on like Spotify and wherever you listen to music.
I love that record. I've listened to it, you know, leading up to this so many times, and
thank you.
I would love to buy it on vinyl and just, you know, collect my favorite people's records. You have any in your apartment right now?
Oh, do you know what? I don't actually think I do anymore. Oh no, I do. Oh yeah, there's a box sitting up there. I have like a box of 40 on top of that.
I'll Venmo you and you have to send me one. The last thing, and it's no pressure if you want to do it, you want to play a song?
I'm going to record it for you because I think the quality over my laptop speaker, and I think it's going to sound so bad on there. And I have like a setup here. I've got a mic, so I'm going to record it so it sounds actually nice rather than over. If that's cool with you.
Absolutely, we'll splice it together. Katie Malco, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me. It was nice to speak to you. It's nice to speak to anybody in this. I'm just on my own all the time. I plan to buy a LP, play on my record player. I can't thank you enough.
Katie Malco. We'll intersplice a song and it'll probably play right now.
And it struck me then that we only serve to offer each other temporary relief from solitude, an artificial light in each other's lives, dimly lit and flickering. September begins and everything ends, and you can no longer keep up that pretense. Well, I don't blame you, I'm not the easiest company. I don't care about you, I don't care about me. Please just let me sleep. And now I understand how mournful it all was. Threadbare and reckless and completely void of love. And there's this side of me that will drown us together in the sea, together in the sea. September begins and everything ends, and you can no longer keep up that pretense. Well, who could blame you? I'm not the easiest company. I don't care about you, I don't care about me.